Well, welcome back to Living Local. We are still more than a week away from the official first day of spring, but we already have storms in the forecast this week, and that means sump pumps could be working overtime. And to make sure your sump pump is in good order, we have Carter Hagen joining us today from Petersen Plumbing and Heating, which is also this segment's sponsor. Carter, great to have you back.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
So we're talking sump pumps today.
Absolutely.
All right. And it's so important, especially this time of the year. We're going to start seeing those spring storms, April showers. So how important are sump pumps?
Extremely important.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, some pumps aren't really thought about until there's a problem.
Yes.
Here in the Midwest, a lot of our homes have basements, and the problem with basements is water always tries to get into your basement. So how do you prevent the water from getting in? It's hard to prevent it. That's why we have a solution of getting rid of the water. So here in the Midwest, sump pumps are extremely important, and making sure they operate is even more important.
Okay, and you brought a couple with you today.
Yes.
So these are two different kinds.
Yes.
So let's talk about these.
Okay, so this is a primary sump pump. If you called Petersen Plumbing and said, hey, I need a new sump pump, this is the sump pump we would offer.
Gotcha.
It's just a standard pump. There's only one, and it works great. It's kind of bulletproof, but the problem is it's only
it looks like a boat anchor.
Yeah, it is extremely heavy. The other pump that I have here is actually our combo system. So what that means is this pump right here is the primary pump. Looks similar to this one, a little bit different outside. And this pump right here is the backup pump. So you've actually got two pumps in one system here. So that's the difference between the two. And this one runs off of a 12-volt battery that operates the backup pump.
Okay. And we're going to talk about this backup pump because, they work on power. Sump pumps do, obviously, right? But when that power goes out because of a storm, then what do? You have a flooded basement.
That's the hardest part about sump pumps. It seems like we get the rain when the big storms come through, and if the storm knocks out your power, you don't have a pump.
Yeah.
So the hard part with this pump right here, it works great as long as you have power.
Yes.
As soon as you lose power, you've got no pump. So the beautiful part about this one is you've got a 12-volt battery that actually operates this pump right here. So if you were to lose power, you'll lose this pump. But don't worry, you've got a battery backup that's just as good as this one, and you won't have to worry about how long it takes for your power to get restored, how long you'll be sitting there, because this one's got a battery that's maintained all by itself. This comes with its own control module that will actually test this pump weekly. So you won't even have to make sure, you could have said
the battery is
going to be operating and your pump tests itself once a week. So this one, it's a great pump. We've only got one. This one, you've got reliability whether there's a big storm and you lose power, or you've just got a regular everyday occasion.
Right. So I mean, this can really give homeowners a peace of mind.
Yes.
I mean, and save them a lot of money. So how expensive is this one compared to your average one?
That's the big point, right? Because we're talking peace of mind. This is a standard sump pump. This one is an upgrade, so it is a little bit more expensive, but expensive is a relative term. I would say if you flood your basement and you got a nice finished basement, a whole lot of carpet and some valuables down there, that's going to be even more expensive.
Yes.
So yes, it costs more, but you're paying for that peace of mind. In fact, this one right here is the best model that we offer, and it actually has Wi-Fi capability. So there's a module that you can add to this, and you can have alerts sent to your phone. If you were to have, say you take a trip in March and everybody's worried about, what if we get a bunch of rains and what if my basement floods? You won't have to worry about that. Your phone will get alerts. You'll have a system that's monitoring this, so you don't have the scary thought of coming home to a flooded basement.
Yeah, that's so nice, because that's happened to us too. You've been on vacation and then you call the neighbor, hey, can you go see if our basement has water in it?
And unfortunately, this time of year is the big sump pump season. People don't think about their sump pump until it fails, which is the hard part. And we get a lot of phone calls of people that wake up in the morning and their socks are wet when they walk into the basement. It's a very sad occasion, and especially if you've got some valuables down there, some memories. Those are things you can't replace. You can replace carpet, you can replace drywall. That's not a big deal. It's the memories and the other priceless heirlooms that it's tragic.
Yeah, it is. And when people when they hear their sump pumps running, they figure, hey, it's doing its job, right?
Yes.
But that's not always the case.
It isn't.
So how do we know if it's in good shape? Because eventually they have to be replaced, right?
Yep. It's a mechanical item, and like all mechanical items, they eventually fail. When they fail, I can't tell you. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
We actually offer a sump Pump Check. It's a $119 service where we'll actually come out and check your sump pump, check your system, make sure it's operating as it should. Okay. And I'm going to tell you exactly what we do. These are things homeowners can do. It's not rocket science. We don't come in and, it's nothing special. But in a sump pump check, the first thing we do is we look at your house. We make sure that all the gutters are in good working order. We make sure that the downspouts are on. In the wintertime, it's very easy for us to forget about them. They're usually white and blowing in the snow, so right. If it got blown off the side of the house, you won't know. So we check those, make sure the water that does land on your roof is getting away from your house. We then check the pump or the pipe outside and make sure that the pipe discharge from your pump is getting away from your house as well. Once those are in good working order, we go onto the inside of your house. We check the piping down to the pump, make sure that's in good condition, and then we actually take the lid off of your sump pit and take a look at the pump. We will fill the pit with water, make sure that the pump is actually pumping out the water, and we'll actually clean the inside of the pit, make sure there's no debris, rocks. You got a sump pit, and that's the lowest point in your basement typically, and it's really easy for debris to get knocked in there. Yeah. And any rocks can cause major damage on these pumps. So it's a good idea to make sure that your pit is in good working order. And like I said, this is something that everybody can do. It's not rocket science. If you want to check on your pump, it's a good idea to do exactly what I just said. Okay. But if you don't feel comfortable about it, or you just want a professional opinion, give us a call. I can help you out with that. And we've got experts that are very well versed in it.
Yeah. And you guys have a special deal for viewers today, so give us the details on that.
Yeah, we are actually going to give away this sump pump right here, completely free with the installation. Okay. It's going to be on our Facebook page. So if your viewers could please go to our Facebook page at noon today, the giveaway will start, and we will run it for the entire month of March, what's remaining of it. Okay. And then we will actually pick a winner in April. And we did this giveaway last year as well. This is actually an $1,850 value.
Gosh.
So
what a deal.
It is a great sump pump, and if you've ever thought, hey, maybe it'd be nice to have one, well, enter for free. Get yourself entered to win one. And it's a good way for us to get awareness out there that, hey, we do offer some options other than just a standard pump. And if you've got a finished basement, I'm telling you, you want that added peace of mind.
You do. Yeah, if you've ever had a flooded basement, I have, and you don't want to deal with that. This is a great peace of mind and a great deal as well. So, again, go to the Facebook page and enter to win.
If you've got any questions, or you're interested in a sump pump check, or just interested in any of the products we offer, you can reach out to us at 563-326-1658. That's our standard line, and that's our 24/7 line. So if you have an emergency and you need a plumber, call that exact same line. We're available 24/7 for emergency services, whether it be drain cleaning, plumbing, or HVAC service. We're available 24/7.
All right. Well, sounds good. Give you guys a call for sure. It is the season, right?
It is the season.
Carter, thanks for coming in. It's been a pleasure. Again, this segment was sponsored by Petersen Plumbing and Heating. And for more information, go to petersenplumbing.com. We'll also have all those details posted on ourquadcities.com.